Halo, halo, siemano, to znowu ja. Dzisiaj jest nadal 22 grudnia 2019 roku, niedziela, jest druga w nocy, 8 po dokładniej. Kontynuujemy granie w Kingdom Deliverance, a jeszcze pogram sobie chwilę, wiecie? Tak pomyślałem sobie, że sobie pogram. Idziemy najpierw do Adele, się zapytam. Madame, super, super, Adele. Która się buja ze śmierdzielem.
What was that?
Co, o co ci chodzi? Adela, o, a nie, chujowa, brzydka. Chociaż w sumie...
God grant you health. How may I help you?
I heard you've been seeing Hinek, the tanner's son.
So what? Come to preach at me, have you? That I'm a loose woman, a sinner, that I seduce decent men?
Co mnie to obchodzi?
I just wanted to ask you a few questions. It's not my business how you live your life.
I'm glad to hear it. Some folk don't care for the way I make a living.
I can imagine.
Robi mu loda za ten, chociaż
So,
to chyba lodów
what
nie
about
znam.
you then? You look a bit careworn. A bath with a bit of company might do you good.
Nie, spierdalaj. Później.
Maybe later, sweetheart. Right now, I have some questions to ask.
Ask away then.
Jesteś kurwa brzydka, ja pierdolę.
Where can I find
Z
Hinek?
takim paszczurem miałbym się.
I haven't seen him in the village for a few days. He must have run off to the woods again.
Does he do that often?
From time to time.
What the hell does he get up to there?
I don't know.
Nie pierdol mi tu.
He goes to the woods from time to time. That smells fishy to me.
What do you mean? There's no law against it, is there?
With all the footpads, looters, cumans, and God knows what other vermin around, it's not the sort of thing an honest man would do.
But Hinek doesn't have anything to do with those people.
Oh, really? Then what does he do then? I don't imagine he's gathering mushrooms.
Mushrooms? No. More like hares or other game.
So Hinek is a poacher? That's no surprise.
Well, he was never much of one for an honest trade.
Do you know exactly where he goes? Maybe he has some favourite spot he might have told you about?
He said he has some hideout in the woods, but he didn't tell me where.
When did you last see him?
A few days ago. He came to me late in the evening, drunk.
And that was unusual?
I never saw him drink much. He always came to me sober.
So he was acting strangely that evening?
He was strange. I had the feeling he was afraid of something. He kept prattling on and didn't seem to care about you know what. So I threw him out and I haven't seen him since.
Can you remember anything he said that evening?
Oh, I'm not sure. He went on about some fellow called Lubosh who died. That he was regretting he ever got into it, but he never said what it was. And that it wasn't worth it for the money. Aye, and then he was talking about the money. That was very odd.
What did he say about the money?
Just that he had a pile of it hidden behind his house.
I see. What did you say to that?
What could I say? He was drunk. He kept saying I was a fine girl and other harlots wouldn't go with him even for money. And if I wanted, I could even take half the money and leave. Or he'd go with me and we could get married and such. Oh, just poppycock.
Did you go there for a look?
No, I've got better things to do. Obviously he made it up. Where would a layabout like him get so much coin?
Nie chcę,
Yes, I understand.
nie chcę nic mówić, ale na jej miejscu teraz bym poszedł, bo kurwa przed jakiś rycerz go szukać, kurwa, więc coś tu jest nie tak.
Did he tell you exactly where he hid it?
He said he buried it at his father's small holding, in the western corner.
All right, thank you.
Kurwa, jeszcze pieniądze z tego
Goodbye.
zarobię, zajebiście, idziemy. Śmierdziel, gdzie jesteś, gdzie twoje pieniądze, chuju? Będę miał na życie i na wszystko, kurwa, i wyjadę stąd, w pizdu, do Bieszczad, na Bieszczady. Siema, Wacek. Jedziemy zabrać mu hajs, najebać ojcu i powiedzieć, że wydał syna, albo spalimy mu chatę. Tak. Aha, bo tu zaraz będzie fabułka znowu, więc niezbyt sobie pogadamy. Dobra, dziadu pierdolony.
My respects to you.
O, no i wyrazy szacunku.
I'm looking for your son. Any idea
I don't know.
Don't you at least know where he usually goes?
Hynek shows up at home once in a blue moon, so I don't know nothing about where he gets to. Even if I did, why would I tell every Tom, Dick and Harry?
By ci mogę wpierdolić. O.
Listen, your son's in serious trouble. I'm trying to help him, and my patience is wearing extremely thin. If you start answering my questions, this...
Are you threatening me? And I'm supposed to believe you want to help?
Believe what you like. I'm concerned about Hynek, but I really don't much care what happens to you. Zach...
Fuck it! I'm not gonna take a beating on account of that good-for-nothing.
So?
There's not much I can do for you anyway. Hynek came here, but he left right away.
And where did he go? You better give me something. You really don't want to waste my time.
Hynek makes some money on the side from poaching. He boasted to me a few times about what a great hideout he found in the woods. But he never...
Well, it's not much to go on.
Ogólnie to wcale nie jest wina ojca, że jego syn jest kurwa bandytą.
I'd
Nie?
like to talk to you.
I'm very busy, so make...
Do you at least know any friends he's with, or someone he goes to see?
As far as I know, nobody...
I heard he's seeing some bathhouse.
Maybe. He can't get it for free, so I suppose he has to go to the...
Czyli łaźnie to były dziwki po prostu. Dobra.
Don't you have any clue at all where he's...
I really don't know nothing about that. I could tell when he'd come from there,
How's that?
because every time he brought some hides for tanning and money.
He had money because he sold the stuff right away.
I suppose. He never kept any of his loot here.
Do you know who he sold it to?
No. But the innkeeper came here now and again and gave him coin.
All right, I'll ask at the... What more do you know?
Nothing! I swear to God Almighty, I've said all I know.
I know he didn't talk to you about it, but you must have noticed something. How much time did he spend away? What was he wearing?
Well, he came and went at all sorts of hours. I really don't know. Except maybe one thing. He'd come home scratched with brambles and with leaves and muck.
So he probably went through thick woods to get to that place.
I reckon. What a...
No dobra, chuj, siema.
Go. And if he's really in as much shit as...
Tak, to jest ojciec zachodni. Gdzie jest? Południe, północ, wschód, zachód, tam gdzieś.
What are you doing
Chuj ci chodzi?
here? Mother of God!
No co? Ty kurwo, chcesz jeszcze do mnie cię zajebać? Chodzi za mną pierdolony. W gównie pewnie ukrył, co? Chuj, pewnie nie. Zaraz hajs ogarniemy, gdzie on mógł schować hajs. Na polu? Te kamienie wyglądają podejrzane. O! No i... Siema. Kurwa, to jest jakiś trup. Matkę schował. O, solidna przyszywanica. No dobra, o, znalazłem, dobra. Ja pierdolę z tym skakaniem, to też jest pojebana ta gra, nie? Chujowa ta gra jest zrobiona. Jeszcze takie maniany, nie no, widziałem już maniany w tej grze, ale kurwa... To jest poezja, nie taka maniana odjebana. O nie, czekajcie, jest matka. A. Czyli już to stary grzyb jest chujem. Źle wychował syna, jest ciekawczy drugiego sobie robi. O, coś spierdala ktoś. Przed deszczem uciekają. Ja się dziwię, co za niebieski temat, to po prostu odbiegania. Typie. Kim jesteś, żeby nie wieśniakiem zwykłym jesteś? Ale zapierdalasz, Jezu. Ja sobie tym, bokiem, biegiem bocznym, kurwa, szybciej biegam niż ty, dobra. Oberżysta.
I just don't get it. What don't you get? Why do we have to sniff around for some stinking tanner? Can't we just leave him be?
Don't be such a knucklehead. Of course we can't leave him be. Runt would slit your throat if he heard you.
But he's just some cowardly peasant. What can he do to us?
You really can't get it into your thick skull, can you? It's about our fucking reputation.
How can it help our reputation? Folk already shit themselves when they see us.
God-fearing folk, maybe. But in this trade, even your own people have to be afraid of you. Otherwise, they might get the idea they can do without you. Get it?
All right. But that fellow ain't one of us, though.
You moron. That's just why we have to get him, right? So no one else tries it on.
It's all the same to me. I'll skewer him anyway. Just I can't be bothered looking for him.
Well, while we're at it, did you ask about him at the village?
Aye, nobody knows where he is. Seems he's always wandering off somewhere.
We'll wait and see what the chief says then.
Zaspierdolimy, ty. Gadały w ogóle przy gościu.
Over here, a beer.
Kurwa, w deszczu siedzą jebani, nie?
I'm honored that you should come.
I want to ask about the courier's son, Hinek.
But ask someone else. They've nothing to do with Riki. He'd only drive my customers away.
Really? I heard a different story. I heard the two of you do business together.
Who are you, anyway?
Rycerze
A friend of Hinek's. He's gone missing and I need to find him.
I don't know where he is. But if you find the bastard, tell him he still owes me some goods.
I've no time for this. I have to find Hinek and you're going to help me.
Am I now? Even if I did know, why the hell would I help you?
This is a nice alehouse you have here. It would be a shame if anything happened to it.
Are you threatening me?
What do you think? So are you going to talk, or do I have to beat it out of you?
Fine. Let's get to the point then.
See now? Where there's a will, there's a way.
What don't
I
you
did
get?
some deals with Riki, but I swear to God, I don't know where he is.
I hear Hinek has a hideout in the woods he uses for hunting game. Do you know where it is?
Not exactly. That is, I don't know where it is at all.
But
But I happen to know it's a dark place, a cave or an old mine shaft.
how do you know that?
Whenever Riki was going poaching, he always came to me first for candles and lamp oil. He brought the game skinned and gutted, so he had to have a light for that.
How much game did he bring you?
Not much, a few pieces. There's no great demand here. Sometimes the gentry has something, otherwise it ends up in sausages.
And do you know of any mine shafts nearby?
There's a few of them around. There's one on the opposite bank, a short way off the path leading from the forge to the west. Then there's a mine gallery to the east of the village, up in the woods above the cliffs. And I heard there's one shaft in the headland close to the water.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Watch you don't break your neck, though. It's rough ground, and you could easily fall down a shaft.
Okej.
I'll be with you.
Znajdź nieużywaną kopalnię na lewo brzegu Sezar. Znasz kopalnię do wzniesienia. I jeszcze jakaś jedna. Ogólnie to taka, co trzeba przez krzaki przeleść. A sprawdźmy tu. Widzicie? Nie? Sprawdzimy tam, gdzie jest koniec. Dobra, o czym ja mówiłem? Omówiłem o tych, o krasnoludach. No i mają znajomka w innym karaku, a raczej ich opiekun ma znajomka i oni dzięki temu też mają po części, w której ma powiedzieć jakieś informacje na temat, gdzie jest jakiś karak, w którym jest jakieś informacje, że tam jest jakiś artefakt, coś takiego, nie? I no i tak. I oni wyruszyli w świat i po drodze poznali właśnie bohatera mojego, że tak to nazwę, tego pół NPC-ta, który im zaproponował, że tak, że on idzie w tamtą stronę w sumie, że ma tam interesy do załatwienia, że po drodze spotka się z jednym przyjacielem, który dołączy do nich. I będą szli w tamtą stronę, więc w sumie czemu nie? Do tego jest ta krucjata, więc można się do nich dołączyć i tak tam gdzieś będą szli, więc w sumie czemu nie? I chłopaki się zgodzili i ogólnie jeszcze było opisane, że on dosyć jest inteligentny i tak dalej i szanuje krasnoludy, etc. i że dosyć dobrze się dogadywali, nie? Po drodze, żeby go od razu jakby traktowali jako, wiecie, takiego gościa, który jest jednak z nimi na dobrych warunkach i do tego im też płaci. Jestem gejem, mogę mu zrobić nieograniczony budżet, nie? Naszemu przyjacielowi mojemu. O i jest, kurwa, dobrze trafiłem chyba, co? Jaskinia, skóry są, wszystko jest. O, no tak myślałem.
Jesus Christ. What am I to do? Not that I can expect any useful advice from you. At least, you have no more cares.
Need someone to talk to?
Fuck! Don't kill me. I can explain. I won't tell anyone. I swear, I've no one to tell anyway. Just please don't kill me.
I'm not planning to kill you.
You're not one of Runt's men.
No.
Then who are you?
Tym, do którego powinieneś kurwa wszystko powiedzieć.
I came to warn you. They're coming for you.
That's so. Good job I'm hiding out here then.
They killed your friend, Lubosh. Nailed him to the door of his own house.
Why do you think I'm in hiding?
If you don't want to end up like him, you'd better tell me what you know.
And how will that help me?
If they come to a bad end, they won't be bothering you anymore, will they? And if you help me, I guarantee they will come to a bad end. One way or another.
Fine. What do you want to know?
That Neuhoff raid of yours didn't turn out quite as planned, did it?
Depends on whose plan you're talking about. We were up to it to grab some loot and bugger off. Only Runt's cutthroats was there to shed blood.
What do you mean, Runt's cutthroats?
There were two gangs then. Mine and Runt's. We was only there to steal, but they wanted to slaughter everyone.
But when you realised what they had in mind, you didn't have to go along with it, did you?
But we didn't know nothing, even though we were going to Neuhoff. They told us to keep watch on the courtyard, while they were cutting the horses' throats. Jesus, that fucking vexed me. Their horses was the most valuable thing there. When I spoke up, though, Runt gave me such a bollocking I knew I'd better keep my mouth shut. And when they said we was going to kill anything that moved, then we knew there was no going back.
That gang of yours, what can you tell me about them?
Don't know what you want to know. There was 4 of us. Me, Timmy, Limpy Lubosh, and Pius Pava. Sometimes we'd rob a place or hold up pilgrims. Never nothing fancy.
I'm sure you did mischief enough. Who led you?
Pius. He was the oldest, and he'd mostly find the jobs for us. Plan them and the like. He got us into that fucking mess in Neuhoff, too.
What about the others?
Timmy's strong as an ox, with a brain to match. You got more sense out of a fence post. And Limpy, I've been with him the longest. He's my one and only friend, I suppose.
Who got your 2 gangs together? You must have made contact somehow, right?
Pius. He comes to us and says he's got this prime job. We're gonna rob a farm, he says. That was a big deal, because mostly we just did small stuff. Hold up on the road now and then, nothing fancy. When they told us how much we could make on it, well, we just couldn't refuse.
So Pius knew them?
I suppose, but I don't know where from. We even got paid up front. I should have known from the start it was too good to be true.
Where did the rest of your gang end up?
You saw Limpy, right?
Yes, but he's no use to me now. Tell me where I can find Pius or Timmy.
I don't know nothing about Pius. He vanished in the woods, and I haven't seen him since. Timmy, I reckon, went back to the mill where he works.
Which mill?
The windmill a bit north of Neuhoff.
Did you know any of Runt's people?
Not a one. They didn't talk to us at all. None of their faces was familiar either. The only thing I know is they called that huge chief of theirs Runt, and Pius warned us to watch out for him.
I don't suppose you know where they got to after the raid?
On the way to Neuhoff, Timmy told me he was at their camp with Pius. I reckon that's where they've gone now.
Did Timmy tell you where the camp is?
Somewhere in the woods. He didn't say nothing more. Thing is, Timmy's got quite an imagination. But Pius roared at him to shut it, so I reckon there must be something in it.
Okay.
Tell me exactly how the raid went down.
Well, we stormed in from the rear. Runt's people started slaughtering the horses. Jesus, that was bleeding horrible. Meanwhile, me and Limpy had a sniff round the stables to see if we could find anything worth pilfering. And in the end, we got lucky.
What did you find?
Smill, Sir Hanish's groom. I don't know why he was up and what he was doing in the stables, but we took advantage of the situation. Limpy grabs him by the throat and I slapped him round to encourage him to tell us where the money was. Then it all fell apart at the seams. Quicker than you'd believe. Runt comes running up and skewers the groom like a pig for roasting. My jaw dropped. I thought the stuff about killing was just tough talk.
And it wasn't?
No, not in the least.
What happened then?
I'm gaping at Smil, stuck through and through, and I noticed this boy standing at the other end of the stables. The stupid sod's pointing at us, jaw hanging down to his knees, saying, "I know you." Ron turns to us and hisses, "Take him down." So me and Lubosh start running, because the lad took to his heels. At the same time, we could hear the noise of the skirmish in the courtyard. We caught up with the boy at the next farmhouse. I knock him to the ground, but he bashes me with some piece of iron so hard my head's ringing like a fucking church bell. Limpy grabs it off him and stands over him with his bodkin in his hand, and I start praying. In the end, Limpy just gives him a kick and says, "Beat it, Ginger." And then Runt shows up at the gate and hollers that we gotta go, so we scarp it.
What happened after the raid?
We were waiting for that fool, Timmy. Same place as we met them before, so he'd know where we were, right? Stupid fucking idea. But Pius didn't want to leave him behind. Only when Timmy finally turned up, two of Runt's men were dragging him.
There was some difference of opinion.
You could say that, yeah. They started on us right away that we were traitors. They knew we'd let somebody get away, and now we were going to pay for it. They started trying to surround us, and we knew what was coming. But Limpy took his bodkin and let that fucker have it in the belly.
Runt?
One of the others. Timmy broke free from them, and we all took to our heels. Luckily, they were so buggered from the raid, they didn't follow us for long. They just shouted that they'd find us.
Okay.
That's all I need to know. So now what do I do with you?
Well...
Hey, over here! It's up here. Shh. Shut up. Oh, shit. Runt's people. We've got to get out of here.
They're too close. We'll never outrun them.
Fuck!
At least they don't know I'm here. The two of us can take them by surprise.
No fucking way. I'm gone.
Look here. If you run, they'll catch up with you and kill you. And me too. Together, we stand a better chance.
Jesus Christ. Alright. I suppose you're right.
Coś chce mnie wykiwać, kurwa. Chcę zrobić coś, akcję jakąś w stylu, że ja zgoni ich na mnie, a ja ten. A ja wtedy wiecie.
Who's there? The answer to my prayers. Just when I wanted to vent my rage on call that combat. Here.
Kurwa, co jest z tym jebanym mieczem dźgnięciem? No i siema.
I've got some more questions.
What?
You're coming with me. So Rad's...
Don't suppose there's any chance.
Why should I?
I didn't do nothing all that bad, and I told you everything I know. You can tell them yourself, and leave me here, and in a few weeks I'll...
Nothing bad. How many people were screaming at Neuhoff? Half the stables are burnt down.
I didn't kill no one, and I didn't start no fire.
But you had a hand in it, and you wanted to rob them. You could have warned them.
I'm no saint, but surely I don't deserve to hang for that. It was them others.
I don't give a tinker's curse. You were there, you didn't warn anyone, and you helped those murderers, even if it was only for a while. You're going to Ratai with me.
You're condemning me to death.
Maybe Sahanish will have mercy on you. You've had the devil's own.
Co ja mam kurwa, puścić gościa bandytę, który napadał na ludzi po drodze, na pielgrzymów? Pojebało? Mógł sobie zająć się kłusownictwem jeszcze i tak dalej, spoko, ale kurwa ludzi, chuju zajebany, no. Także chyba dokończyłem historię już o krasnoludach. Spotkali i ruszyli, a druga historia to jest tego elfa i konkretnie mówiąc, o kurwa. A konkretnie mówiąc tego gościa, który... Ogólnie historia tego elfa jest taka, że... Znaczy historia elfa. Historia elfa i mojej postaci, takiej postaci pobocznej, jest taka, że gość, elf, a raczej ród elfa jest dosyć... Kurwa, zjebana gra, no zjebana gra. Jest dosyć mocno powiązany z moim rodem, znaczy z moim rodem, z rodem mojej postaci. Pod względem takim, że po prostu my jesteśmy w dobrym miejscu handlowym i tak dalej i do tego jesteśmy, jest wyznawcą Wereny znaczy są osoby, które tam są w moim rodzie, tak? Są wyznawcami Wereny w stylu takim, że no ród po prostu ma jakby taką główną wiarą jest ich Werena i tak dalej, czyli bogini mądrości, no i wiadomo, elfy szanują mądrość, do tego nie ma żadnych uprzedzeń dzięki temu przeciwko elfom, etc., etc. I sytuacja właśnie wygląda tak, że dzięki temu nawiązały się dobre kontakty, stosunki i tak dalej, no i się jakby powiedzmy w nawiasie zaprzyjaźniły rody te dwa i dzięki temu właśnie postać gracza zna moją postać od innej strony, nie? Bo ona ją zna od starych czasów, jak ja się jeszcze nie narodziłem, ona z ojcem moim była przyjacielem, tak? I tam później z moim bratem, czy tam co tam i tam ze mną później była przy moich może nie przy moich narodzinach tej mojej postaci, ale przy jak byłem młody, tak? Jak ta postać moja była młoda i tak dalej, i tak dalej. Więc się znamy. No i chodziło o to, że on niedawno zmarł. On jest drugim bratem, w sensie jest ród i on jest drugim bratem, drugim jakby synem, tak? Głowy rodu. I problem polega na tym, że prawo jest takie u nich w rodzie jakby, że jeżeli jest starszy syn i zginie głowa rodu, tak, czy on umrze czy cokolwiek, no to starszy syn otrzymuje jakby tytuł głowy rodu, a młodszy syn albo młodsi synowie i córki muszą jakby objąć inne funkcje i podpisać, że się rezygnują jakby z całego tego tytułu, tak? Rośnie do tytułu, albo muszą kurwa właśnie, jeżeli chcą rościć, no to muszą wyzwać na pojedynek i zginąć albo zabić w walce tam brata i tak dalej, czy cokolwiek, czy po prostu zrobić tak, żeby on się poddał, wiadomo o co chodzi, nie? No i było tak, że no dobra, on nie chce być głową rodu, więc postanowił zostać rzecznikiem rodu i właśnie być takim, co komunikuje się między rodami, nie? Wiecie o co chodzi. O, dobra, wieśniaku. Komunikuje się, po prostu miał być taką... On też wolał sobie podróżować niż...
Jesus Christ be praised.
Podróżować niż siedzieć i zajmować sprawami.
He's a big man and
A complete numbskull? Aye, he works here. Or he used to, I'm not sure. He vanished a few days ago. As far as I know, no one's seen...
Okej, Mirka.
Good luck to you.
I właśnie ten gość po prostu znają się najlepiej, nie? I ogólnie wygląda to tak z jego strony. O, Mirka, gdzie jesteś? Ty, ładna ta Mirka, chyba.
I'm looking for a colossus by the name of Timmy. I heard he works here.
Jak na standardy?
I don't know anyone like that.
All the others know him, so how come you don't?
All right, but not here. We'll talk round the back, behind the mill.
Haha, Mirka. Tak. I ten cały właśnie elf dostał zadanie, dosyć ważniejsze niż poprzednie jego zadania, które polega na tym, że dawno, dawno temu jeden z przodków tam kilka pokoleń wcześniej, tak? Pokoleń w sensie, wiecie, oni żyją, prawie są nieśmiertelni i elfy, nie? Prawie tak jest, bardzo stare mogą być. I kilka pokoleń wcześniej był przodek, który dał się oszukać jakiemuś komuś, jakiemuś gościowi. Ciężko powiedzieć, czy to był elf, czy co to było, czy to po prostu dał się oszukać komuś, co spowodowało utratę dosyć ważnego artefaktu, wręcz można by było powiedzieć koronnego. Dobra, zaraz pogadamy jeszcze z nią.
Here I am. So, why all the secrecy?
What do you want from...
Can you tell me where to find him?
Promise me nothing.
Why do you care so much?
He's my brother. He's not very smart, you see, and he's always getting led astray by his no-good friends. And now there's some right peculiar
Who are they?
I don't know. But they look like cutthroats, and they said some strange things. But I didn't tell them anything.
That's good. But sooner or later they'll find him anyway.
Oczywiście, kurwa, coś tu się zaraz stanie, ktoś mnie zaatakuje, co nie?
He's hiding at the Colburn farm, over by Merhoyed.
Co, wpierdol leci, nie?
I get the feeling you're looking for someone here. I'm looking for someone too. Maybe we could help each other.
I don't think so.
No? Why not?
Because I don't much like the look of you. You or your cronies. And I don't like you breathing on me. I don't like the way you stink. So fuck off.
Well, well. Bold words for a whippersnapper like you. Come on then. Let's see what you're made of.
Czemu reputacja mi spadła?
You're in the wrong place at the wrong time.
At the wrong time. You're dead.
Kurwa, zjebana gra.
No more fooling around.
Bring it!
Kurwa, patrzcie, to zjebało gra. No kurwa, zaraz ten autolog to jest taka chujnia.
Herrgott! Fucker!
Chujnie jest z tym autologiem. To jest najgorsza gra, kurwa. Najgorsza walka. Nigdy takiej kurwa walki jeszcze słabej nie miałem. Ona jest dobra na pojedynkowanie się, ale kurwa na cokolwiek inne walki to jest przesada. To jest chujnia, nie gra. No z ataku mnie
To
fajnie.
hell with you!
Ja pierdolę, nie? Namęczyć się trzeba, żeby kogokolwiek zabić. Jeszcze tracę jakąś kurwa reputację u kogoś, nawet nie wiem u kogo. U kogo tracę reputację? U bandytów? Ja pierdolę. Węgiel gość z sobą nosił pojeb. A babka zamiast mnie ostrzec, to się kurwa popatrzyła szybko mi powiedziała i spierdoliła. Co za głupia cipa. Dobra, spierdalaj, bo cię kopnę psie. Jezu, jak on mnie też wkurwia. Gdzie są grosze? Że mnie coś kurwa swędzi w nocy i nie mogę się podrapać. Wystarczająco dobrze. Gdzie jest ten skurwysyn, największy kozak? Co tu był? Którego prawie od razu zajebałem. To ten deszcz? Nie. O, to ten był leszcz. Ale mi kurwa koksu. Może tu zjebie. Muszę pojechać sprzedać sprzęt. Ale czy... Dobra, jeszcze jeden odcinek mogę nagrać, bo żeby w sumie była ten. Czy Marchoje ma tutaj... Nie wiem, muszę do tego pojechać. Do Rataju, żeby sprzedać to gówno. Oho, nie mogę podróżować szybko. Co mam bliżej? Skalice... Nie, klasztor w sumie jest bliżej. O, tutaj pojadę. Dobra, chuj, to już zrobię to w tym odcinku. No, co ja mówiłem? Aha, że tak, elf i on, ten elf właśnie został wysłany na kontynent, żeby odnaleźć wyśledzić po pierwsze, co się tak naprawdę stało z tym artefaktem, kto go zabrał, co się stało, bo oni nie mają żadnych informacji na ten temat, w sensie elfy. I tutaj musi tego i właśnie jako wiadomo, że tutaj ludzie tutejsi będą więcej wiedzieć, no to jakby postać, którą ja tam jakby kieruję, jest jako przedstawiciel właśnie tego rodu i pomóc ma w tym samym odnalezieniu artefaktu. I właśnie dlatego tu jest. I ogólnie on przypłynął do Marienburgu. W Marienburgu się spotkał z właśnie moją postacią, ale moja postać coś jeszcze musiała mieć do załatwienia, więc do Nuln podróżowali razem. On został w Nuln i kurwa w tych Nuln, czy gdzie on tam pojechał, kurwa, czy do Białych, nie wiem, gdzieś tam do jakiejś biblioteki, już nie pamiętam, do wielkiej biblioteki, czy coś tam, nieważne. Ale gdzieś tam właśnie do biblioteki się udał, żeby wyszukać jakichś informacji. No i dowiedział się właśnie, że była historia o jakimś gościu, szlachcicu, który przypłynął właśnie z jakimś skarbem od elfów, czy coś, że niby mu podarowano, czy coś tam, no nieważne, jakaś tam historia jest. I właśnie, że gdzie on się tam osadził w Sylwanii, nie? Osiadł. To był jakiś jeden z pierwszych w ogóle ludzi, którzy gdzieś tam w Sylwanii byli, pojechali do Sylwanii, w sensie, no, zakładali tam gdzieś osady w Sylwanii. Dobra, no do Kowala chciałem. Ten jeszcze gnój tutaj jest? Nie, już nie ma. Także tak to właśnie wygląda. I gość po prostu jak się już tego dowiedział, no to miał się spotkać w tam takim jednym miasteczku przyrzecznym z postacią, którą kieruje. On tam miał jechać na południe, załatwić jakieś jeszcze sprawy odnośnie czegoś i tak właśnie wyglądało, nie? Ale tam nie było sprecyzowane, jakie to sprawy, po prostu coś musiał załatwić, nie? Dobra. Ile masz? 2K? No chujowo trochę, ale... A może nie? Ty, ale co ja za taką tanią to wszystko sprzedaję? To są drogie rzeczy. Za 500? Ty, tego 94 mam, muszę to kurwa sprzedać. Chuj mi tego tyle. Też swoje zajmuje. O, jak się zmniejszyła waga od razu. A jebać ma zawsze umowę. Dobra. No. I ten cały elf właśnie spotkał się już z drużyną, że tak to nazwę. No i wiadomo, krasnoludy były niezadowolone i ruszyły. I tak ogólnie jak wcześniej było żywe rozmowy były, jak elf z człowiekiem był, w sensie z tym właśnie moją postacią był, no to wtedy jak tylko elf był i moja postać, to żywe były rozmowy, w sensie tych dwóch postaci. Jak krasnoludy i moja postać była, to też było żywo, gadali o wszystkim, o broni, o piwach, o tam jakichś bogach i tak dalej, o mądrościach, jakie tam bogini ich i moja, czyli ta Weryna, mają w swoich filozofiach, że tak to powiem. Ale jak już elf doszedł i do drużyny krasnoludzko-człowieczej i jak doszły krasnoludy do człowieczo-elfiej, no to totalnie ucichły kurwa rozmowy wszystkie i wiecie. I się już była cisza przez większość czasu, nie? Aha, bo to tutaj jest. Dobra, chuj. Okej. To jeszcze robię tego questa wyjebano. Dziadu.
Hey, Timmy. How are you today?
I'm all right. Have we met?
We have now.
Huh? Oh, shit. What do you want? It wasn't me. I didn't... I mean... Shit.
I saw what you did at Neuhof.
What are you talking about? You weren't there. I mean, I wasn't there.
Don't waste your breath. You were there with Limpy Lubosh and Riki. I heard all about it.
What do you want from me?
Your mate Hinek told me about a whole camp full of those horse huns. And I want to find it. I need to find it.
Yeah, but why should I trust you, though? I'm not stupid. You might be one of them. Pretending to not be one of them. Trying to catch me out. I won't tell you nothing.
Why would I be trying to catch you out? For Christ's sake, man, they crucified Limpy Lubosh and Ujits. What the hell are you trying to pull here?
Shit. What will I do? Shit. I don't know where their camp is.
That's a load of horse shit. Hinek told me you were there, and that Pius wanted you to keep your mouth shut. You must know something.
Well, once I was there with them, yeah. Only, I was pretty drunk, so I'm not too sure.
Try to remember.
It was in the woods. In some kind of woods. You know, with trees and stuff. There were some wrecked houses there and all. In the woods. A church! There was a church there. Kind of a broken one, though.
Oh, great. Thanks a lot. Now it's all clear to me. Do you remember which way you went?
It was straight north from Talmberg. When you go uphill from the castle, there's a path there round some barns, I think. It leads to the woodcutters' camp. If you go further on past the woodcutters, you come across this abandoned house. Can't miss it. Looks like a house, only abandoned. Go to the left there and carry on till you come to this clearing with a big beech tree. Or was it an oak? You go left there again. There's this narrow path and you go straight along there. Sometimes it splits up. You just keep to the left until you come to a crossroads by this big flat rock. You keep straight on there. After a while, you'll see a bridge. And it's right there. Easy as you please.
Better than nothing, I suppose.
But you won't tell nobody about Neuhof, right? You promised. Oh no, bugger. I meant to make you promise, but I forgot.
You took part in that massacre, Timmy. People got killed and the farm was burned down. You can't expect to get away with it just like that. Come with me to Rattay. They'll know what to do with you there.
No. I won't go anywhere with you. They'd hang me.
What do you expect? That you can join a gang of robbers to go thieving, murdering and burning and nothing will happen to you? Come with me, and at least you'll die like an honest Christian.
Never. You might as well kill me here and now.
Well, the Lord sees you, so who am I to judge you? Your sins will come back to haunt you yet.
No dobra. Może u siostry będę miał powodzenie.
It's not so bad. But when I'm on my own...
And what about Vincent? He's always going somewhere. Couldn't you travel with him?
That's not a bad idea. I'll have a word with him. Thanks.
Glad to help.
Nie wiem o co chodziło, ale wyjebane. No dobra. A to co to jest? Aha, dobra. Ogólnie to jest tak, Talmberg. Idzie się tutaj gdzieś. I w lewo, i gdzieś tutaj pewnie jest ten obóz. W tym lesie. Dobra, ale tutaj zaraz obóz musimy donieść do tego. Naszemu tutaj nie lennikowi, tylko seniorowi odnośnie tego całego zadania i zdarzenia i co wywnioskowaliśmy z tego wszystkiego. Czekajcie. Ta miejscówka jest z tego, z beta testów, znaczy była w beta testach i ona była chujowa, ale nieważne. Znaczy ogólnie ta gra była chujowa w beta testach, jeszcze chujowsza niż teraz jest, co może trochę dziwić, no ale... O kurwa, siedzi sobie gdzieś za namiotami pojeb.
God be with you, Henry.
Musisz się doczytać.
Congratulations on winning the tournament. I'm proud of you.
Z 10 razy.
About that encampment, sir.
What is it, lad?
I found out about the camp from another of the bandits who deserted. He's called Timmy. Big fellow, but more brawn than brain. The camp is an abandoned village in the woods to the west of Talmberg.
Good work, lad. Have you been to check it out? Do you know how many of them there are?
I don't know much apart from where it is.
We really need to find out more. Could you go back there and try to discover anything that could help us in the assault? The more we know, the better. And if you could carry out some sabotage while you're in there, it would be invaluable. But don't take any unnecessary risks. I don't want to lose you.
Sir, I'm sure you could find someone more capable for the job.
Don't be so modest. You're the best man for the job. Because you're the only one I have available. So stop trying to wriggle out of it and get to work.
Yes, sir.
No i jestem przede wszystkim
Thank you for your
zastępowalny.
confidence. I'll find out what I can and be right back.
God be with you.
Chociaż w sumie reszta tych ludzi to pewnie jakieś tłumoki, ale ogólnie to chciałem się z nim pogadać o czymś innym, bo tam widziałem,
The
że...
Lord be praised.
Sir, I've been to Ujits, and the parish priest there is very odd indeed.
Godwin? Aye, an intriguing fellow. He's the youngest son of one of the lords of Kuttenberg. He was sent to the university to become a priest, as is customary with the youngest son. But he didn't much care for it. So when he finished studying, instead of taking up his parish, he went roaming. I imagine he had a pretty adventurous life. And then one day he came back and settled down. Hanush would know more about him.
I have some news about...
Good.
The trail leads to Uzhitz. I found out one of the...
I see.
I went to Uzhitz, where they told me I could find Lubosh, only someone had murdered him. It seems they're trying to cover their tracks and get rid of witnesses.
Indeed. The whole affair's becoming ever more suspicious. Have you any further clues?
I found out about another one of them, a crony of Limpy Lubosh's. They call him Riki, and he comes from Nadechko.
You're doing a good job, but you need to be careful. Have you found this Riki fellow?
I'm afraid my news isn't good, sir.
I might have expected as much. Tell me the worst.
This Riki fellow was hiding out in the woods, and his former accomplices really did want to kill him, because he, Limpy Lubosh and others deserted them in Neuhof. It seems they wanted no part in the killing. Anyway, Riki told me they were hired by a bandit they call Runt. He's the one who stole your sword. Those murdering whoresons weren't after loot. They just wanted to do damage. And the worst thing is, they have an encampment in the area, and they're getting ready to make more trouble.
Sakra. Anything else?
That's all I've found out so far, sir.
All right. Come back and report to me.
No i dobra.
Farewell.
No level jakiś dostaliśmy. Czekajcie. Ale nie mam jakiegoś tego. Dobra. Ale w walce obrona. Niszczyciel broni? To nie chcę tego. A no chuj mnie to, jak ja już tego nie potrzebuję. Właśnie, musiałem to miałem sobie pospisywać, zapomniałem o tym. Picie też mam do wydania, ale na razie nic nie potrzebuję, bo to... Ja zbytnio też alkohol tutaj w tej grze nie piję. Dobra, ja kończę ten odcinek, nie będę już dalej przedłużał, bo tu też nie ma co. Do tego jeszcze jestem trochę zmęczony, więc nie ma co. Do następnego, siemano.